Hey guys, and welcome back to 10 Binge. Alright, let's be honest, some shows had great potential but just didn't hit the mark, or they got cut way too soon. In this video, I'm going over 10 series that seriously deserve a remake in 2025. And don't worry, I'm not talking about super old stuff from the early 2000s, these are relatively recent shows that could totally shine with a second chance. So let's get into it. For number 10. Why? The Last Man aired on FX on Hulu back in 2021, and it got a 6 out of 10 rating. It's based on a really popular comic, and the story is super interesting. It's set in this post-apocalyptic world where suddenly every male human disappears except for one guy, the last man alive. Sounds pretty cool, right? But the show kind of struggled with its pacing and didn't quite hit the mark for a lot of people. Honestly, I think if they gave it a darker, more serious HBO-style reboot, it could be amazing. The story has so much potential with all the drama, survival, and emotional stuff. It just needs that stronger vibe and better flow to really grab us. So yeah, why? The Last Man definitely deserves a remake that does justice to the original comic and the epic story it has. Moving to number 9. Daybreak came out on NBC in 2021 and got a solid 6.5 out of 10 rating. The idea is pretty cool. Two agents from totally different parts of the world and with different ways of thinking team up to check out strange wreckage from an alien spaceship. This wreckage causes some weird stuff to happen to people, which makes the whole thing super mysterious and tense. The show did okay, but it feels like it could really shine if it got picked up by a streaming service for a remake. With more time and budget, they could dive deeper into the story and make it way more gripping. So yeah, Daybreak has all the ingredients for something way better, just needs a fresh reboot to unlock its full potential. Now, number 8. Daybreak dropped on Netflix back in 2019 and scored a 6.7 out of 10 rating. It got cancelled way too soon, but it's still finding new fans even now. The story follows Josh, a high school outcast trying to find his missing girlfriend in this wild post-apocalyptic version of Glendale. Along the way, he teams up with a quirky bunch, Angelica, and even his old bully, Wesley. The show mixes weird, funny, and sometimes dark moments, but I feel like if they made a more serious version, it could really take off. With the right touch, Daybreak could be way bigger and deeper. Definitely a series that deserves a second chance with a fresh, stronger take. For number 7. Jupiter's Legacy came out on Netflix in 2021 and got a 6.7 out of 10 rating. The pacing was kind of all over the place, which made it hard to really get into. The show's about the first generation of superheroes who have protected the world for almost 100 years. Now their kids have to step up and live up to that huge legacy. It's a big family drama mixed with action, power struggles, and loyalty. Pretty epic stuff. They're making a spin-off called Super Crooks, but honestly, I think a full remake of Jupiter's Legacy could fix all the messy parts and totally bring the story to life in a better way. With a tighter story and sharper focus, it could turn into something really great. Next up, number 6. Utopia, which came out on Amazon in 2020 and holds a 6.7 out of 10 rating. The original UK version was way better, and this remake didn't really hit the mark. But the story itself, super interesting. It's about a group of young people who connect online and stumble on this mysterious underground graphic novel. That puts them in the crosshairs of a secret government group, and suddenly they're stuck with this huge, dangerous mission to save the world. I really think Utopia deserves another shot, but this time with a proper reboot that captures the tension and mystery better. There's a lot of potential here that just wasn't fully realized. Moving to number 5. The Society dropped on Netflix in 2019 and scored a 7.1 out of 10 rating. It only lasted one season, but fans are still talking about it, and for good reason. The premise is wild. A group of teens wake up to find everyone else in their town has completely vanished. No adults, no way out. Just them, trying to figure out how to survive and rebuild some kind of order. It had so much potential, but it got cancelled way too soon. Honestly, with the buzz it still has, this show is just begging for a proper comeback. One that gives the story a full arc and really explores how things spiral when there are no rules. Coming up next, number 4. Incorporated came out on Sci-Fi back in 2016 and has a 7.2 out of 10 rating. It kind of flew under the radar, but honestly, it was ahead of its time. The story follows a guy living in a future where giant corporations basically run the world, and he's trying to take one of them down from the inside. With how big Fallout and Cyberpunk are right now, this show would totally hit different today. It's got that same gritty, high-tech vibe with a lot of tension and power games. A remake with today's style and budget could seriously turn it into something huge. Now, number 3. Archive 81 came out on Netflix in 2022 and has a 7.3 out of 10 rating. The first season pulled people in with its creepy mystery and slow burn suspense, and just when it got really good, Netflix pulled the plug. It's about an archivist who's hired to restore a bunch of old tapes, but what starts as a simple job turns into something way darker. He starts uncovering the story of a filmmaker investigating a cult, and the deeper he goes, the more twisted things get. The setup is perfect for either a reboot or even an anthology format. With the right push, Archive 81 could totally come back as one of those cult favorite horror thrillers that keeps you hooked. As for number 2, Raised by Wolves aired on HBO Max from 2020 to 2022 and has a 7.4 out of 10 rating. It had a unique style and some wild ideas, but it ended way too early, leaving a lot of unanswered questions. The premise is super out there. Androids are raising human kids on this strange, distant planet after Earth collapses. It's packed with weird tech, deep themes, and some seriously trippy visuals. You could tell it was aiming for something big. Honestly, if they brought it back with a tighter story and less confusion, it could really become something special. All the pieces were there. It just needed a cleaner finish. And finally, number 1 on the list. The OA ran on Netflix from 2016 to 2019 and has a 7.8 out of 10 rating. It had something really special going on. Weird, emotional, and totally original. But just when it was building up to something big, Netflix shut it down. The story kicks off with Prairie, a young woman who mysteriously returns after disappearing for 7 years. She was blind before, but now she can see, and no one really knows how or why. Some people think she's a miracle, others think she's dangerous. From there, things get deeper, stranger, and way more cosmic. With how popular multiverse stories are right now, bringing the OA back, whether as a continuation or a cleaner reboot, feels like the perfect move. The world it started building still sticks with people, and with the right direction, it could become something truly unforgettable. And that's the list. Let me know in the comments which show you think deserves a remake. And hey, if I missed a hidden gem, definitely drop it down below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.